Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about 4 new signings coming to Wrexham. It's getting people talking. Nothing but great players. So stick with me until the end because there's a lot to talk about. Oh, and if you're not subscribed yet, take advantage now and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any news about our beloved Wrexham. Shall we go? Ever since McElhenney and Reynolds took over the club, there have always been doubters, belittling their achievements and saying it was all just media hype. But look where Wrexham has come, 2 consecutive promotions and now preparing to play in the English Second Division. Even so, the skeptics remain. And now, with the new season just around the corner, a certain supercomputer from Opta has decided to throw some cold water on the table. Have you heard of this supercomputer? Yeah, it runs thousands of simulations to predict how the league table will finish. And according to him, Wrexham will be fighting to avoid relegation. According to Opta's analysis, Wrexham appears to be in 21st place, narrowly avoiding relegation. The good news? We're expected to stay in the division. The bad news? It's going to be a tough one. What they wrote was this. Much of the focus, as always, will be on Wrexham ahead of their first season back in the Second Division since 1981-82. The Hollywood elite will be closely monitoring Phil Parkinson's team's pursuit of a 4th consecutive promotion, but the supercomputer is keeping an eye on the bottom of the table. Just to give you an idea, in simulations, Wrexham is relegated 20.2% of the time, while Charlton Athletic, who also promoted, appears at 20.1%. In other words, it's going to be a tight race between the 2 teams. Now, an important point. Before we get mad at the computer, it's worth remembering that this data is based primarily on last season's performance. In other words, it doesn't properly consider new signings or everything that's changing at the club off the field. And what does this mean? That Phil Parkinson and his men can silence this supercomputer. Especially since Wrexham is heavily reinforcing and is coming strong to surprise in the championship. Finally, the current numbers show that the team has only a 1.9% chance of finishing second and a 2.7% chance of reaching the playoffs. But will that change? The season is just beginning, and it will be incredibly interesting to see how these odds evolve. Wrexham faced Groningen from the Dutch First Division, and look how it went. Just 18 minutes in, the home side opened the scoring in Veendam with a goal from David van der Werf. But Phil Parkinson's team responded quickly. Josh Windass, a recent signing, leveled the score with his first goal for the Reds. But just before halftime, Groningen took the lead again with a goal from Brynjolfur Willemsen. And guess what? He also scored the 3rd goal in the 88th minute, securing the victory for the Dutch team. Oh, and an important detail. This game was not attended by Wrexham fans, and it took place right after another match between the 2 clubs, this one behind closed doors, which also ended in a 1-0 victory for Groningen. After the game, Parkinson spoke to the club's official YouTube channel and was quite blunt. It was an important exercise. Everyone played the full 90 minutes, which was good. But I'm disappointed with the goals we conceded. They were too easy. The coach also highlighted. The first goal came from a basic play that we could have prevented. The second was a ball played into the box, without much danger, which ended up being a goal. And the third was a set piece. Even with the defeat, Parkinson made a point of praising the team's physical performance. We had a good goal, good chances, but we need more determination to prevent these goals. And he sent a clear message. Pre-season is almost over. Now it's time to show strength and defend with more seriousness. During the game, Max Cleworth had a chance early on. The equalizer came with a stunning goal from Windass, following a beautiful play by George Dobson. But then, Dan Scar couldn't clear across, and Willemsen took advantage to make it 2-1. The 3rd goal came in the final minutes, making it 3-1. It's worth noting that almost the entire squad played the full 90 minutes, including the debut of Connor Cody, recently signed from Leicester City. The only one who had to come off was Tom O'Connor, who limped off the field in the final minutes. Parkinson also praised Cody. He's confident, understands the game well, and communicates like few others. That's why we decided to put him on the field right away, even though he only met the group the morning before. In the second half, some of the youth academy players came on as fatigue set in for both teams. With no substitutions at the end, the energy waned, but the coach took the opportunity to give rhythm to those who needed it most. And to close today's video on a high note, hold on to this, Wrexham is going all out to cement itself as a championship powerhouse this season. If you think 7 signings are a lot, just wait until you see what else could happen. Manager Phil Parkinson is far from done with business. Yes, that's right. There's still the possibility of 2 or even 3 more new arrivals before the end of the transfer window. And so you don't miss a thing, we've gathered the hottest updates here. Who's arriving, who's leaving, and who could be in the running in the coming days. Shall we go? Kiefer Moore has chosen Wrexham. That's right. Despite interest from other championship clubs, the Sheffield United striker has decided to invest in the Wrexham project. Moore already underwent a medical over the weekend, and everything indicates that the transfer, valued at £2 million, will be announced any day now. And look, rival fans are doubting this choice, saying the Red Dragons have gone crazy. But manager Phil Parkinson isn't fazed. On the contrary, he believes Moore is exactly the kind of striker the team needs, strong, experienced, and ready to decide games. But there's more. Wrexham wants to break its transfer record with Nathan Broadhead. Ipswich manager Kieran McKenna has publicly confirmed that Wrexham is indeed in the running for Broadhead. The fee? No less than £7.5 million. It would be the biggest signing in the club's history. Talks are currently underway, and within Wrexham, the mood is one of complete confidence. And it's no wonder, the Welsh striker has a great record in the league, averaging 1 goal every 3 games in his career. Imagine this reinforcement arriving to partner Moore. And the competition is also happening off the field. Wrexham and Birmingham want Lewis Kumas. If you thought this rivalry was only on the pitch, you're wrong. Both clubs are trying to secure loan signing Lewis Kumas, Liverpool's young prospect. Kumas spent last season on loan at Stoke City and is now being considered for another season in the Championship. Who will win this one? Wrexham is doing everything they can to convince the youngster, who is highly valued in this summer transfer window. And now, a quick look at the other highlights of Wrexham's transfers. The club is eyeing youngster Pedro Lima from Wolverhampton. The idea is to bring the fullback on loan. Last week, Wrexham signed Connor Cody, formerly of Leicester. The deal was lightning fast, and he already said this would be a special transfer. The fans, of course, were delighted. On the other hand, Jake Bickerstaff is leaving the club. He was loaned to Cheltenham Town to gain more playing time in League Two. So, fans, what do you think of these Wrexham moves? Are you excited about the new signings? Are there more big signings coming before the window closes? Let me know in the comments. I want to know what you expect from the team this season. And hey, if you enjoyed this content and want to keep up with all the Wrexham updates, subscribe to the channel, activate the bell so you don't miss any news, and of course, leave a like to support our work. Thank you so much for watching until the end, and until the next video. Thanks.